The sun is out, it's my birthday, and England have secured qualification. Lions Den, connected by EE, is back. Yes, guys, our stint at Spurs Lodge is over and we're back at St George's Park, and there's a huge game tonight at 8 o'clock. England play the Czech Republic and the build-up starts here. And later on in the show, we'll tell you how you can win a signed shirt from Jordan Pickford or Harry Maguire. But before that, we're going to go down to our EE roving reporter, Joelah Noble, in Hastings.
Thank you, Josh. And yes, I'm here at Hastings Pier at the moment, where later on this evening we're going to have hundreds of fans watching the match at the For the Fans fan park. I mean, I must say it's a spectacular view, but the fact that I'm wearing a hat and a jacket at the end of June is actually rude. Nothing but good vibes though. I'm here with three amazing lads. We've got Billy Wood, who's the chief exec of Hastings United Football Club. We've got JJ, who plays for the academy, and Freddy, who actually was just signed. Thank you guys for joining me today.
Thanks for having us. It's whilst windy, it's an absolute pleasure to be here.
What is this?
I know,
my
tell me
hair's
about
going all over the place.
Well, you could have picked a better day, but I guess we don't pick the England fixtures, do we? So,
yeah, we don't choose that, you're right. If only we could.
Yeah, exactly.
So, chief exec for Hastings United Football Club, tell me a bit more about the club.
Hastings United as a club is in the Ishburn South East League, which is Step 4 football, not in the non-league pyramids. We're a very ambitious football club, so I became chief exec in 2019. The ambition of the club is to modernise it in a sense of re-engaging with the community, which we've been working on a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
The academy has grown from 4 teams to now we have a full selection of under 7s up to under 19s in the boys academy, and we have a full academy of over 60 girls playing football now. Amazing. In the space of the last year, which has been unreal. Yeah. So the aim of Hastings really is to give back to the community, but be ambitious. You know, give ambition to the local area and try and achieve. The ultimate aim is to get into league football.
Yes, yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
We'll be there, we'll get there, I'll tell you that.
You mentioned women's football
yes.
as well. I mean, your women's division, you've already won a championship.
Yeah, first year. So we launched the women's team last year. We won, in our first year we won the league, which was very dramatic last game. We were 3-1 down with 15 minutes to go, needing 3 points to win it. And we won 4-3. So
I love it.
I'm so proud of them. And in that, it's engaged the girls in the community because they want to play football. Like I say, we've got nearly 60 plus girls playing football already, which is unreal.
Yeah, if only I could.
Yeah, well there you go. You're always welcome down for trials.
I'm here to chat to you guys, not actually kick the ball. I'm terrible. But also, I mean, it's just amazing to be here anyway and talking to you guys face to face, because for the past year I've been doing Zoom calls.
Yeah, I know.
Lockdown has affected us all. How did it affect the club and, you guys playing football as well?
Right. Obviously, we couldn't play for, must have been about 18 months, I think it was. And then, no, it's just good to be back out seeing people and playing with your mates again, really.
Yeah. Was it hard for you, Freddie, to take a break?
I've played football, 5 times a week for the last 3 years now, so it was horrible to take even, a year off over that.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, with that, though, with lockdown, it's been very frustrating for the club. Like I said, we are ambitious. And the men's team have been outstanding for the last 2 seasons. And due to lockdown, unfortunately, the season was null and voided twice, both when we were top of the league. So yeah. I feel like we've won the league twice already, so I think this year we're going to have to go for the treble. And hopefully the league, if we do win it, bring 3 medals down would be lovely.
I mean, you've done it twice, yeah, you can do it again.
We'll do it again.
Yeah. JJ, you've signed to the academy, and I mean, I'm sure you're going to be looking to get into that first team soon.
Yeah, hopefully I break in as soon as possible, so I'm old enough now. That's the goal, hopefully by the beginning of the season I'm in the squad.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll just see what happens, got to keep working hard.
Yeah, of course. And Freddie, you've just signed to the squad as well. How does it feel for you, and how excited are you to get playing?
Well, I've watched Hastings for the last ages. I've always been there at the games. So now just joining them and being a part of the squad is just very, very... I'm looking forward to getting started, getting on the games.
What we were saying earlier, like Jude Bellingham is your age and he's playing for the England squad. Like, what do you think about him?
He's just an absolute joke of a footballer. Like,
Yeah.
he does everything. Like, he's so mature. He plays like he's like 27 years old, not 17.
Yeah.
So he's just exciting to watch.
Yeah. Is there anything that you've seen from watching him play that you're like, oh, I'm taking that onto my game?
I think the first game when he come on against Croatia and the first thing he done was boot Modric in the air. It's like, it sort of makes you notice, doesn't it? It's sort of like, wow, what a player he is here.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's just so good at everything. He's so calm on the ball. He's good at the other side of the game, the ugly side. He's just very good to watch.
Yeah, and I mean, there are other super talented players in the England squad this year. Is there anyone that you see and you're like, oh, I see myself in that person?
Probably Declan Rice for me, holding midfielder. He keeps the team ticking over, like moves the ball quickly and just sets the tempo of the game, really.
What about you, Freddy?
I'd go probably like Sterling, because I'm a winger, quite quick. He tries to take on players as much as he can and put balls in the box, try to get a few goals. It's not allowed.
Yeah.
Fred's rapid, by the way, absolutely rapid.
I was good. Are you doing sprints like during practice? Are you guys competing against each other to really see who the fastest is?
Not really. It's
Oh,
not a
come
question,
on.
is there? He's so quick.
You need to know these things.
I reckon I'd give myself a pace.
Yeah, I want to know the outcome. And also, we were talking about the tournament highlights as well. Are there any moments that just stick out in your heads, Billy, that you're obsessed about?
Well, it's funny actually, because I was talking to the lads a minute ago, and one of the tournaments for me, even though it did end in heartbreak, was the Euro 2004, with like Rooney bursting onto the scene, and the most underrated Michael Owen goal, where, you know, everyone talks about 98 when he weaved in and out, but that goal he kind of turns and flicks it past the keeper was unreal. And in fact, Freddy was just born that month, and JJ wasn't even conceived. So, you know, it's
the history of
yeah, that's
football.
it. There you go. So we'll have to play that on VHS to those guys. And
Yeah, on VHS as well.
Yeah.
It sounds about right. I mean, we've got a big match ahead of us tonight, a big opportunity to be the top of the group as well, guys. What are we thinking about this?
Well, I'm going to say 2-1 England today.
2-1 England.
Yeah.
All right, nice.
I think he'll play. I think he'll be a draw, personally.
Do you?
I reckon both teams will be happy with a draw. They'll send them both through. Already both through, I think, aren't they? Both through.
Yeah,
both
yeah.
come through.
I think a draw will be perfect for both teams. So that's about.
So you want to play it safe?
It's better than losing.
Well,
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't think we'll concede. I think we'll have another clean sheet tonight. I think 2-0 England. I think clean sheets win tournaments. So if we carry on defending like we are, then there's no reason why we can't, you know, keep progressing forward.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of stick that's been given to the England team for the Scotland performance, but Scotland pretty much sat on their, you know, on the edge of their box for most of the game. So
Yeah.
sitting deep, it's tough to break teams down, and as long as teams aren't breaking us down and we're in the game, we've got a chance. So let's go for 2-0 tonight and go top of the group and play a big hitter. You've got to beat the big hitters to win the tournament.
It's
So
true.
play them as quick as possible and get them out of the way.
Yeah, I hear that. Well, guys, thank you so much
thank
for
you for
joining
having
me
us.
today. It's
Thank
been
you
an
for having
absolute
us.
pleasure talking to you.
No, thank you.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing how
And come
Hastings
down. Yeah, come down.
progresses. Yeah, well, it's on tape now.
There you go, you have
You've
to.
invited
Tickets on us.
me.
Yeah.
Well, guys, there you have it. I mean, it's empty here right now, but I'm sure later on this evening there's going to be a whole lot of action. Back to you, Josh.
To be fair, I hope the table and chairs managed to stay there in that win for all the fans to arrive and watch the game. But I'm not going to keep you too long, Joelah. Appreciate it. It looks very windy and cold out there, so stay indoors, OK? Right, there are only 2 chances to be entered into the EE Matchday prize draw, and this is the time when Reece James, our joint leaderboard winner, clinched it for our winner Mungo. That's the money ball. That's the EE money ball.
You want the money ball?
All right, I want to see this swish.
I'm not gonna lie, the net needs fixing.
You think I'm that tall, Reece? Listen, I'm 5 foot nothing. I'll go.
I can't even reach that either.
I'm not doing that on live. No. You thought. Right, we'll work it out. Here we go. The money ball. Oh, that's money. That's 3 points in the bag. Is that a grand total of 7 points right now? And Mungo's been entered into the EE Matchday prize draw. Congratulations, MUNDO. There will be a load of EE prizes heading your way, but the prizes do not stop there. If you want to be in with a chance of winning a signed Pickford jersey or a signed Maguire jersey, all you have to do is send in your best match day setup, or, fingers crossed, your match day celebrations, and we'll pick a winner at random. But now, I'm joined by a man I speak to almost every single day on the Official England podcast. That's right, it's the main man, Smithy. How you doing, son?
Mate, I feel quite honoured because we have you as a guest on the Official England podcast daily, and now I'm a guest on Lions Den. So I'm sort of repaying the favour for when I'll text you and go, mate, can you give us 5 minutes here after a very long day? Yes, I'm very good, mate, and very pleased to be on Lions Den. How you doing?
I'm good. You know what? It's nice because now I can ask you for the juicy gossip instead of you trying to get me in trouble. Say, what's going on inside the camp? But for anyone who doesn't know, can you tell us a little bit about the podcast?
Yeah, absolutely, with pleasure. So I'm very honoured and lucky enough to be hosting the Official England podcast. Like you, like Lions Den, we are live every single day. So as soon as you wake up, there'll be a brand new episode on whatever podcast platform you use to listen to, because there's so many platforms now, let's face it, where you can get your podcast. But every day we bring you a new episode. Within the episode, you get Smithy's Stat Attack, where I give you the opposition lowdown and we give you an insight into what's been going on within the camp. And I speak exclusively to a different player or legend every single day, mate. So it's well worth downloading. And of course, you get your taste of Josh Denzel as well on most days to keep you happy.
I mean, I feel like I'm living the dream here, you know, surrounded by the players. You speak to them every day. You must be enjoying yourself, surely.
Yeah, we've spoken. It's a good question, that. We've spoken about this, me and you, previously, haven't we? I just feel really honoured, mate, to be part of it. Because what I'd like to say, although I'm a presenter, as you are, first and foremost, I'm an England fan. And obviously to be in and amongst the England camp, we are doing this one remotely, but to still be having daily conversations with players and in and amongst the camp, it's a real honour for me, actually, to be involved. Because, as I say, first and foremost, I am a fan. And we've had, as well as having players on, Josh, we've had actually former players as well. I spoke to Adam Lallana last night, who's on the podcast today. If you want to listen, we spoke to Jamie Redknapp. And both of them said that they are just loving just watching this as a fan. They both went to 2 of the games, and they said, Jamie Redknapp said to me, he's never walked up Wembley Way and been to a game, sat in the crowd with his son as a fan. And Adam Lallana said the same thing. I mean, Adam Lallana, don't forget, was playing for England in the last Euros, and he's watching as a fan at this one. It's just captured the imagination of the whole country, and it's been really nice to be involved in telling some of those stories.
For sure. And talking about speaking to players every single day, have you been surprised by any particular players, what they've said, how they've spoken?
Yeah, do you know what? It's been great, mate. Actually, we had first ever episode. We had Harry Kane, and what I love about doing this, Josh, I think you said the similar thing with Lions Den, is that every episode is so different. We had Harry Kane on the first ever episode, and he spoke about what it means to be a captain, the honour that he gets playing for England. It was a really insightful chat. We had Raheem Sterling on the day after he scored the winner against Croatia, and to get sort of his insight. We had Aaron Ramsdale on an hour after he arrived in camp. So every chat's been totally different. I'll tell you what, we had Connor Cody on yesterday, actually, and he was absolutely brilliant. And he's so honest, mate. I asked him about who are the toughest players to come up against in training, because obviously he's a centre-back and England are blessed with so many great attacking players. And he just went, mate, I'm not going to lie, I'm getting megged for fun in training. He goes, Rashford, Sancho, they are megging me for fun. And he says that he rings his brother after training and says, it's happened again, bro, I've been megged again. And his brother laughs. And then he says to his brother, you come down here and have a go. It's not that easy. The squad's so good. So it's been brilliant stories like that. We've had Aaron Ramsdale on saying that he couldn't get a ticket for the first game. He wanted to get a ticket as a fan for the Croatia game. He couldn't get one. And obviously now, the second game against Scotland, he was there as a player. So there's so many little stories like that. And then you get the light-hearted stuff like Pickford saying Trippier's light work on Fortnite. And you hear about Connor Cody was talking about the lads who played darts. Mason Mount was talking about the basketball crew that was going on. So do you know what? It's been really nice to get into that. And it sounds cliche to say working for England, but I've just really got a sense of just how good the team spirit is. Every single player that I've spoken to has just said that they sit with someone different for breakfast, that, you know, they're not in cliques, they're not in their club teams whenever they meet up. It just seems to be, and you're probably better placed than I am to relay this message because you're actually in camp, but the team spirit just seems brilliant, mate.
100%. And looking forward to, we've got a massive game coming up tonight against the Czech Republic. I guess after a slightly disappointing result against Scotland, what are you looking forward to seeing from the boys now?
Yeah, it's interesting you say that, actually, because I was chatting to Adam Lallana, and he made a really good point about sometimes the reaction, can be really over the top on both ways whenever England play. He found that when he was in an England shirt. And actually, he made the point that 4 points from 2 games is actually a very good return. And England have qualified, don't forget. So I'm very positive with England's situation and the game as well. In terms of me, mate, I'm the biggest fan going. I've had 3 Lions on repeat today. I've watched Mike Bassett, England manager. I've ironed my shirt. I'm very much excited. And I am quietly confident as well. I don't want to get too carried away. But I just look at the amount of attacking options that England have. Czech Republic have been good, to be fair. I think it'll be a tough game, but I do think England will edge it, mate. I hope I haven't given you the commentator's curse by saying that, but I do hope and think that England will edge it.
All of that by 11:15. You're doing well, Smith. You're getting up earlier than I am.
Yeah, but when I say I've had it on repeat, maybe that's been in the last few days because
Okay.
I've got a 4-month-old son. I'm up early now. I'm up early.
Fair play. And you know what? I'm going to put you on the spot here. I want to know, who do you want to see for England today? Who do you want to see? Not what, who?
Oh,
I know.
You are putting me on the spot because I speak to all the players. So if I say one player, and then it's like, well, who are you not leaving out? No, it's a really tough one to answer. I mean, of all the lads I've spoken to, it's great. I mean, I'm really, I don't know, mate. You have put me on the spot because there's such an array of talent. Adam Lallana actually said that. He said you could take 6 players out and 6 players in, and you're not weakening the team. He said it's just so much stronger in terms of strength and depth than previous squads. So I'm looking forward to seeing Harry Kane. I'm looking forward to seeing Sterling, Sancho, Grealish, all of them, mate.
Wow,
all of the
sitting
players.
on the
I'm
fence
excited.
there,
I'm
Smithy.
excited
You just
for the team.
naming the whole bench.
I've got splinters. Yeah.
I'll move it swiftly. I'll get you out of that sticky hole. In terms of the, obviously breaking news yesterday, it was Mount and Chile now have to isolate. That's the right decision, right? I'm from understanding everything that's going on here. It's probably the correct thing to do, right?
Yeah, it's a good point you make about from understanding the situation, because obviously it's not my area of expertise, that, and I did watch the press conference. I thought Gareth Southgate handled it absolutely brilliantly, and don't forget he's had to answer so many difficult situations and things like that in the past. I thought he handled it very well, and from the understanding and from reading the statement, it does seem like the right decision. So I'm sure we'll be keeping a close eye on that one. But it does seem like the right call. I agree with you.
For sure. Smithy, tell us what's coming up on the podcast over the next few days.
Yes, so today's podcast, which you can go and get once you've finished watching Lions Den, of course. Once you've finished watching Lions Den, go to whatever podcast platform provider you use. And today's episode, you've got Smithy's Stat Attack. I'll give you a couple ones just to get excited. Patrick Schick involved in 11 of the goals in the last 12 games. 4 previous meetings between Czech Republic and England. There's been 14 goals, so we're expecting goals galore. And of course, big day for Gareth Southgate. This is his 57th cap as manager. How many caps did he have as player? 57. So it's quite an interesting game for that. So you get Smithy's Stat Attack. You've got an exclusive interview with Adam Lallana, and also on today's pod as well, Josh, I spoke to Sam Matterface, who gave a brilliant insight into the day in the life of a commentator and his routine, and he gave a great insight. And then tomorrow I'm going to be speaking to Emil Heskey, which will be straight after the game, and Duncan Alexander, who is the stats guru. So you've got all of that to listen to in the next few days. And then I'll be back speaking to the players, mate. So loads to sink your teeth into. But, mate, I've got to end it by saying happy 30th birthday to my partner in crime, Josh Denzel. Now, did I go out and buy this, especially for Josh's birthday, or is it one of my son's toys? I'll let you provide the answer to that one, but it's one of the 2 answers.
Smithy, I appreciate that. You know what? I'll let you go back to watching Mike Bassett, England manager, and listening to 3 Lions. Enjoy yourself. Pleasure, brother.
Thanks, mate. Happy birthday, mate. You're a top man. Keep up the good work.
Appreciate it. Right, the players have had some choice words. Here's what they had to say before a massive game against the Czech Republic.
Man like Jay Dizzle, you know. Happy birthday, my brother. Big 3-0 now. You're getting old, boy. But yeah, I hope you have a ledge day, bro, and try and enjoy it as much as you can.
Josh, happy birthday, bro. Lots of love. Hope you enjoy your day, mate. Big 30. Where's the 20s gone, bro? It's gone really quick, but I hope you enjoy your 30s, mate, and have a fantastic day, and thank you for everything you do with the lads. We really enjoy it, mate. Top man.
That was me thinking it was going to be like a big preview to the Czech Republic game, but I appreciate it, boys, and thank you for everybody who sorted that out. Right, that is all we have time for today, but before you go, I actually spent a little bit of time with the England managers down at Wembley before the tournament. Here's what happened. You're gonna have to go easy on me here because I know you've been practicing. It was so nice to see fans back in stadiums and enjoying football because it makes a huge difference.
Massive, yeah. The impact on the players and on everybody's experience, yeah, it's such a lift for everybody. You've scored, don't worry, you've distracted me and
Yes,
you've managed to score.
This is a part of the plan. This is a part of the plan. Have you got a favourite England memory at Wembley? I mean, you've got so many to choose from.
The Euros in 1996, because we were hosting, the whole country was alive, and we had games like the game with Holland, which we played really, really well. That whole tournament was an incredible experience, really. That's my keeper again, you see.
He is something to behold.
The semi-finals and the final here, that's got to be a target for us to lift everybody from what we've been through over the last year and to play well enough to get to those stages of the competition.
3-3. I'm not sure exactly what happened at the end of that game, but I appreciate it. Thanks very much.
Good to see you.